Hello Cancer, and welcome to your tarot diary for 9/27/24. What we're going to be doing today is a Celtic cross. This is for the Cancer collective. How are you doing today? Let me know in the comments below. When we look at the law of polarity, what we get is, hot and cold, cold and hot. It would seem separate, but they're actually the same thing expressed. One is the expression internal, one is the expression of it external. So I say this to remind us that start you out with the Queen of Wands. This is you dead at the center. You're on fire. We always get Cups cards to think we're talking about emotion, but fire equally talks about emotion. So both are a passionate state, is my point. And what's crossing you is the King of Swords, Prince of the Chariot of the Winds. So below you, you've got a lot of passion, a lot of what's going on under the surface, and you're harnessing that energy, harnessing that intuition, I would say, and learning where to direct it. That's what the King of Swords can do, can give very, very good direction without emotion. So as far as these two go, the Queen of Fire, King of Swords, you're looking for a constructive way to express your passions externally. This could also be your mind. I'm hearing sort of like self-esteem, solar plexus type area, ego, self-esteem, self-worth, and you're learning how to take that and kind of recalibrate how you think. Anything that is in the past has been just good kindling for this fire that's burning within you. And I think you're burning off a lot of low self-esteem, because what we get behind you is Five of Cups, Lord of Loss of Pleasure. I think what you're burning behind you, burning that off, that would be passion that's lost. So I think you're burning off just the past, basically, and learning new ways to look at yourself, learning new ways to have a new perspective on everything that's gone on. What we have below you is the Knight of Swords. This is a desire to move forward, Lord of the Winds and Breezes. And we'd like to think that once we are over something, something is over and we are ready to move on, that it never comes back again. But that's simply not true, because what we get in the past is the Five of Cups. So I sense you've started a movement in one direction, but we always have to remember the past will continue to come up so that it can be healed along the way. The difference this time, though, is with this King of Swords is not a Knight of Swords. So anything do come up, you know how to handle it. You know how to handle it very well. And you're also not going to let that stop you. You're not going to be ruled by the flame. You're not going to be ruled by the water. What this is allowing you to do, because these are, the mind, swords a little bit louder, fire is a little bit louder, water not quite as loud. Same thing as fire, but again, the law of polarity. And what we get crowning you is your intuition. So in a way, too, these two working together can also cancel each other out and then leave you to the river going in between, which would be your intuition. It's one thing to have passion and drive. It's one thing to have a plan. And it's wonderful because that gives you motivation to set up a stage for you to exist upon. But then once you're on stage, the performance itself can be fire, but more likely than not, it's going to be artistic. It's going to be water. You're giving your intuition, giving your intuition a safe place to shine and express itself. This is also just a lot of healing and forgiveness of the past. I could sense for you that today too, some things may be coming up as we get the past, Knight of Swords, thoughts, as well as Five of Cups. But it's okay to be crowned by the Queen of Cups, because again, there's a very big understanding with the Queen of Wands, King of Swords, that only everything that would come up would just be to heal. It's only going to serve you moving forward, and as you move forward, what we get before you is the Knight of Pentacles, fertile land. Sort of like, what is it, when they burn down a forest, you can plant a new one. That soil is more fertile. So this could be your self-esteem, your intuition, burning off the past and ready to plant new seeds, plant a new row. This could just be past situations also burning themselves out of your mind, soul, and everything else, and you just ready to move forward on a new trajectory, one foot in front of the other, being very, very grounded and not being encumbered by the past. Because again, with the Knight of Pentacles, it doesn't really put much faith in anything that can't be seen. So whereas these others are like passion, mind, fire, we have it all, fire, water, air. This guy's like, no, earth, what's solid, what's really happening? And how can I take everything from fire, water, air and ground it to something constructive for yourself? Your attitude is the sun. Like, you're in a position right now, Cancer, I don't think you can be beat. Lord of the fire of the world. Again, with the Knight of Pentacles, think of a farmer planting seeds. Just continue to plant those seeds. Just continue to do the healing. Just continue to follow that intuition. The farmer doesn't try to do the job of the sun. It's the sun's job and the earth's job to make the crop grow, but the farmer plants those seeds. So you're kind of backed up by a soul's purpose. You have the sun shining down. That's what's going to make everything grow. And that is really your attitude, is faith. I think would be the best word for that. The sun is very, very faithful. Shows up every single day, as does the Knight of Pentacles. And I think your intuition is telling you, this is the road, this is what you need to do. I also see this Queen of Wands, King of Swords, kind of talking about heavier things, but just being passionate about planting those seeds and passionate about knowing what you can do. This is mastery of the self right here is what you're looking at. Also, it's a great time to network. It's also your communication skills are quite heightened. What's going on around you is Queen of Swords, Queen of the Thrones of Air. So again, a lot of this is what's going on in your mind, and I think you might just be sort of changing your mind frame, rerouting how you think. You have the best of both worlds, because the King of Swords will use the mind to create something externally, but the Queen of Swords will use the mind to keep anything from coming in that could be harmful. Right? He's got the direction, she's got the periphery. And all of that is being fueled, if you will, by the coal downstairs. You know what I mean? Is what's propelling you forward, the fire. And your ship is at sea here with the Queen of Water. What's going on around you? Your hopes and your fears. Nine of Cups. This is you being independent. This is you in your element too. Wanting to and feeling fulfilled within yourself. Could be a fear, however, of just being independent. It's both hopes and fears. So it's like on one end you want to be independent, on another end though you don't want to be lonely. But this guy isn't lonely either. You're looking at what you've planted so far. There's also a sense of pride. It's like you might, have been doing this sort of work, and there's a sense of like completion, or a sense of, yes, this is what I really want. Really coming into your own and being happy to be coming into your own. What we get at the end here is the Seven of Pentacles. success unfulfilled. But again, the farmer has faith in the crop he plants. There's a time to reap, a time to sow. Your faith is in that sun. And as long as you can stay aligned with that, because the sun is the happiest card, one of the strongest cards in the deck, you can certainly relax with the Nine of Cups, knowing that you've done everything you can, and that sometimes you just have to pass the baton on to the universe. Seven of Pentacles, what I'm going to warn you though is don't keep looking for the crop to grow. Continue to plant more seeds. The farmer doesn't plant 2 seeds, stop planting, look behind him, say, well, it's not growing, I better stop. You just got to keep moving ahead. In your career sector, Lord of Pleasure, 6 of Cups. I don't think you're really willing career-wise to do anything you don't want to do. You want this 9 of Cups if you're going to have anything. And again, these Knight of Swords, 5 of Cups, these are past sort of career things I think you've done, didn't leave you feeling very good. And they're also short-lived. Like this, you know, is obvious. These 3 cups didn't work out. There's still 2 to go. But it's not like you're getting the whole 5 in one shot. You got a cup. So it was just like half measured. Not from you, but just the situation just wasn't the right thing. And I think we know that. It's like trying to make it work. Same with the Knight. It's not the King. It's a bunch of trial. Well, did you try this? Did you do that? Did you do this? And eventually that burns itself off. So now that you have the Queen of Wands, King of Swords, Queen of Cups, Queen of Swords, you've grown. And career-wise, I don't think you want anything that's going to honor anything less than what you know yourself to be at this point. I'm hearing the word service too. Because Knight of Swords can be great, but and 5 of Cups can be, you know, it's how to say it. When you do something hoping for an outcome, there's a certain degree of I need to get. When you do something and you just have faith in the sun, you really don't care. And that's the place you want to be coming from. You want to be of service. Service is what's going to make that crop grow. So what are you passionate about? What stimulates your mind and allows you to exercise your intuition? Relationship-wise, we get the Hermit. Might be dealing with the Virgo. You also just might be shining your light, trying to attract. But again, with this King of Swords, Queen of Swords, the King would be the light being shined. The Queen would be the darkness surrounding him. The Hermit can very much stand on its own. I have a lot to give, says the Hermit, but I'm not trying to force it on anybody, and you could take it or leave it. And again, though, with your attitude, because it's like, let's not get too negative about that, you could take it or leave it. It's like, no, but your light is shining, and you know that. And I think you're happy with that. Because at least you're not a Knight of Swords going after something, and at least you're not dealing with the 5 of Cups again. Could also be another water sign coming in for you. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. You're following your intuition on love and what could feel right. Princess of the Echoing Hills is the overall for this reading, your energy. I see you kind of looking out across the valley, backed up by a mountain. And you're ready to take that journey. You're at the foot of that mountain. But you're also like screaming like, I'm here, I'm here, I'm here, I'm here. And you're ready to climb the mountain. And I think what's happening here with the Seven of Pentacles is a sense of maturity. Rome isn't built in a day. That mountain might take a few days to climb. And that's okay. You're ready for that long haul. That's why that Knight of Pentacles is there. That's why that King of Swords is there. It's like the Queen has the drive, but fire can burn out. Swords, though, can see like, okay, 20 steps down the road. So you're not going to burn out this time. You're not going to look at results. Because some days, you know, if you have a day job, some days you show up, it's a good day. Some days you show up, it's a miserable day. But either way, you're showing up every day. Only rather than show up for this employer, you're showing up for yourself this way now. And through that, there's a great momentum going to grow. Just keep following the sun. Anything else? Queen of Wands, King of Swords, I'm hearing overcoming your shyness, overcoming introversion, relaxing into your feminine energy with that Queen of Cups and being able to express that outwardly and feel safe about it while you do it. That there's actually a lot of power in femininity. So not being afraid to show your beautiful self is what I'm saying. That could also be the light here that the Hermit is shining. That could be the sun too. And with that King and Queen of Swords, it's kind of like, yes, use that energy. Also, you can feel safe in that because I know where to draw the lines. Can spot the fake. And I think you're just kind of dipping your toe in the water now to doing that, especially after what's happened with the Five of Cups in the past. It's safe for you to love again. It's safe for you to put yourself out there again. And most importantly, it's safe for you to be yourself. So that's what I have for you today, Cancer. Thank you for showing up for your tarot diary. If you like this, go ahead, like, click, and subscribe. Share the video. And I will see you tomorrow for another chapter. All right, take care, stay healthy, and be well.